Welcome back to the Why I Love This Intersection series, where we look at just a little bit of footage from a single day and see all the things that go wrong. Drivers here just can't wait for the green. Now this person on the right is just creeping up a little bit, and they're doing it so that they can turn before anybody else does. In this case, they're turning south, but when these people want to turn north, they seem to always be surprised when there's pedestrians in the crosswalk. But this person on the parkway is a lesser example of what happens really often, that people know the light's going to turn green, and they just start rolling to start going. And someday, they're going to meet somebody like this, who runs the red light to make a right turn, to save one agonizing minute of waiting. Now this person here made the illegal right on red, all to save 10 seconds, and luckily didn't get hit by the white car. Another amazing move that can really help you cut people off is starting your southbound turn way early. This person can see somebody's coming, but they clearly don't care. And here we've got another Tesla self-driving miracle. It's about to cut somebody off, but then decides against it so that it can cut off the next person. Here's something that we didn't see in the last video. I refer to this as slicing the crosswalk. This is when people who want to turn north, when there are pedestrians crossing, decide that they need to cut their turn as closely as possible to the pedestrians. These people aren't fazed by it, but having lived here for quite some time, I can tell you that car is within 5 feet of those people. You can tell that these people must have lived here for a while and had to cross this intersection for a while, because they don't play any games. They immediately go into the pedestrian fun run. And by fun, I mean fear, uncertainty, and nervousness. The person who's running is not running because they're in a rush. They're running because it's terrifying. And you know this because right when they get to the curb, they start walking again. Now this person is in a bad situation. They still have the signal. They still have 10 seconds when they get there. And they don't want to wait for the light to cycle again because they probably need to make the train. So they run out of fear and then walk when they get to the curb. For context, I'll say that I've almost been run over at the Grant Street and Sawmill intersection at least once, while riding a scooter with my son. I've also almost been run over once walking across the intersection at Grant Street and Manville. In both instances, I had the crossing signal, and yet the person making the turn didn't even look. So I would be very nervous after seeing how many people cut off cars to ride a bike across this intersection. And now for everyone's favorite segment, the red light runners. I'm also going to show you how many people I don't count as running the red light when they're already in the intersection. I only count people who cross the line after the light turns red. So this school bus, while I probably wouldn't go through a yellow light if I was driving a school bus, is good. They didn't run the red light. But this car, and this car, and this car, and this car all ran it. None of the 3 people in this intersection ran the light. But this person certainly did. So now let's just count up the rest.